already created our program called the We Got Us program, where we partnered with CHA for 3 years, and we took 50 young men. This was during COVID. Unfortunately, we did not partner with them last year because during COVID we could never work with them one-on-one. It was always through a screen. They was, hey, you gotta be on Zoom. And then what ended up happening was every time we set up a field trip with them, they would cancel it. Either the day before or the day of, after we set up everything. Buses, food, everything, you can't take it. And even the year when COVID was no longer a problem, they still was like, you gotta do it through Zoom, and you can't take it. So what we decided was, okay, in order to work with our boys, we're gonna have to have them one-on-one, and we're gonna have to grab them ourselves, but we need resources. And the state, I was sharing this with Maggie earlier, the state, what was funny to me, was the state told us, you all are our #1 program, but wouldn't give it to us in writing when we asked for it. But they were like, you are our #1 program. You take these boys love you all. And what we did was, we addressed 3 things. Their economic education, their nutritional and fitness, and they got history and culture. And then in the middle, they worked with a clinician by the name of AJ, who's a licensed clinician with WatchGuard, who would do, I want to say, what's the term? What is it? Is it group therapy? Group therapy. We'll do group therapy, and work with them, and they saw an incredible results from it. So, where are we going next? So I can go ahead and wrap this up. We decided to take that 6-week and do a year round. We have to be more consistent in the boys' lives. We noticed that the minute you give them space, they may go right back into that behavior. And so because you were so much happened for 6 weeks, now I don't see you anymore. And so what happens is that we decided to take that go year round. Right now, several brothers in this room, we have several partners. Shout out to Umedics, shout out to Chicago Beyond, shout out to Girls Like Me, and many others. If I can't think of you, I apologize. Shout out to Tribes. We have several partners that we are working with. And what we're trying to launch now is what we call the Black Belt Initiative. And with the Black Belt Initiative, what I did was I had a meeting. I recognize what the martial arts does with the youth. I'm serious. You should see these boys. I work with Brother Enoch Muhammad, if anyone knows who that is, with Hip Hop Detox. We had 200 young boys last month. The minute they saw those boxing gloves, they was just like, oh man, we boxing? And the minute they heard Sensei, it was different than Coach. The response was different. They respect Coach. But for whatever reason, Sensei just has a connotation of, discipline, respect, okay. And when they put those gloves on, it was an incredible response. But the problem was it was only for 20 minutes. Because we had to take 200 boys and split them into groups. And the boys was disappointed. Once again, that disappointment. We could. And then it's, all right, y'all, we got to take them off. We just put them on. So with the Black Belt Initiative, what we want to do is take martial arts and use it as a vehicle to drive a holistic approach to violence reduction. Partnering and working with my brother Theo and my brother, where's Tucson? Tucson and Theo. Theo is an incredible, are you a clinician? I know he was going through the process. So, and shout out to his mom, because we worked together in Roseland and did some work. And he's going to work and deal with on that mental health aspect. Tucson is doing the digital media piece, and teaching them how to document their journey and their transformation. Because they are the digital masters nowadays, right? And so, and taking that program and moving forward. But the first thing to kick off that program is called Warrior Day, where in March of 2025, we're going to have a day at the South Shore Cultural Center. Shout out to my sister Lakeisha, because she inspired me on this, because I couldn't find no other space. I was like, man, I want Warrior Day here. Because if you all, also real quick, I know this is about WatchGuard. Please, if you don't know about Girls Like Me, I need you all to look and just Google that. I just need you to do that. Nevertheless, we want to take those same 200 boys. And actually, I talked to a few other schools that were like, let's go. And if my number is correct, we're probably at around 250. We want to take the 200 boys, and we're going to put them in that space with our elders and with those black belts that that we're with, and we're going to train, and we're going to do a rites of passage. From there, they're going to hear some good speakers. They're going to hear that, but we're going to use that piece. We're going to wear them out. The reason why we choose in March is because April things start getting warm. And we want to put something on their hearts and minds before they start going out in the heat and decide they're going to cut up. But some people say, well, it's just that one day. That's not it. We started something a while back. Some of you may remember. Lakeisha, I know you may remember this. Mark, I know you do. We created what was called the Village Collaborative. The Village Collaborative was several grassroots organizations that are really doing the work. And I say that intentionally because there's some out here that are not. I'm just going to keep it funky. That we know that they're doing the work, and what they're going to do is once we do that rites of passage, those organizations will be there to greet those young men, to give them options on who they can connect with. Because not all of them are going to be with WatchGuard. Some may want to go with Good Kids Mad City. Some may want to go with Eugene Medics. Some kids are going to want to go with different orgs. And then the Village Collaborative is going to set up that space from there where there will be consistency throughout the year. So we're going to have those orgs working with those youth consistently, building the relationships with those schools as well as with their families. And we started this in about 2 years ago. And this has been a long time coming. With that being said, it takes money. It takes money to do that. And someone told me earlier that this is for us. This is for us. Shut up.
No, I'm just no.
Thank you for saying Dre.
I'm gonna kill you later.
No, that's my line.
Honestly, this is why I love Dre, because something that can be so tense, he has a skillful way of being able to. Yeah. And so, thank you. Anyway, we need money. The truth of the matter is, we can't do this without your resources. And this is not about me, this is about us. Real quick, couple stories. When it came to the carjacking, CBS News gave us credit, which was very surprising, that we were responsible for causing the carjackers to decrease within this area. They gave us the credit. They were like, hey, this organization helped to bring down the carjackings in this area. They made it safe for your elders in your community and for you all to go get gas. They gave us that credit. Solo Dad O'Brien came from all the way from where she come from to say, who are y'all and what is this? Because we hearing about you. Can we travel and follow you all for a few weeks? Or maybe for a few days and just see and study what it is that you're doing? And all the way from Black to Block Club Chicago to the Tribune, and the list goes on and on. Folks have seen the work. And folks have been impacted by the work. And one sister was going to be here today, but she couldn't because she was in Springfield. But she just had to have heart surgery, and she was like, if it wasn't for the training that you all put me through with the women's group on the west side, partnering with Erudition and being hosted at Breakthrough, she was like, I wouldn't have lived through it. She was like, the doctors was like, what are you doing? And that's so different. She says, I started training with this group. And with that being said, you know, in order to kick off this, the truth is that we need about $40,000 to kick this off. However, I'm not asking y'all to drop 40, unless you want to. Unless one of y'all got 40 right now, we can take it. But I am gonna make an ask, and I'm gonna be real with you. I've never made an ask before, so I'm gonna be transparent. Never done this before, so y'all bear with me. And since you all are my village, y'all know my heart. But I'm gonna put it out there. If somebody has $1,000 to donate to WatchGuard, I'm gonna put it out there. Raise your hand and put it up and let it be known. You know, and cool. If you have $500 to donate to WatchGuard, put it on out there. Yes, sir. Huh? No, but I usually keep an eye on them. So no, I'm joking. And if you have,
Are we recognizing people?
in a second, yes, you know, in fact, thank you for that. And if you have $100 or $50 to donate to Watch Guard, please, I'm not gonna ask you to raise your hand. Please see the QR code. Pass it around. I already seen that several of you have already donated. Thank you so much. And you have donated generously. I really appreciate you all. But if you all can take the QR code and then take that QR code and seriously pass it to your friends. Let them know that this is a real organization that's doing real work. And it takes time. And the reason why is, some of you may be asking the question, well, you all been around for a while. I'm gonna be honest with you, we didn't know. We were just brothers that was organically going out in the community and doing the work. That was it. We used our own money. You couldn't tell me in FX not to go out and patrol. And Kahari and Damani, my wife would tell you, she'd be like, dude, where you going? Is that a bulletproof vest? What are you doing? So, you know, like, she was like, why are you wearing a bulletproof vest? Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
And so, and here's the other piece I wanted to go in real quick. I spoke about the therapy, about the suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation comes from not having the resources and not having the capacity. That's what it comes from. Bear with me. It gives me also a unique perspective into policing. Because what we was doing was we was keeping an eye on police as well. Like, hold on, when you pull someone over, we would sit right there. And we would watch. And they never said nothing to us, we would watch. We actually saved a few officers' lives one time. We was on 35th, and a guy came out of nowhere. And we was able to jump on him like, oh, like, wait a minute. And just so y'all understand what makes you also trained, it is mandatory that every member of Watch Guard goes through mental health first aid, knife wound, bullet wound, and CPR. Shout out to you medics who are our trainers. And verbal and physical de-escalation, where we study the martial arts. Because that's what helps us to have the discipline. And it's mandatory that we do our therapy. Shout out to AJ, shout out to Theo, shout out to those clinicians and those who help us to get through the work. And shout out to brothers who may not necessarily be clinicians, but keep you accountable, like Tucson, like Mark, like Ernest, like, you know, Artress, and sisters that keep you accountable, because we realize that that's something that we are afraid of. We don't want to be transparent and vulnerable. But our healing is absolutely crucial. And because of us not wanting to be vulnerable and heal, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna cause us to crack too. And so, if you find it in your hearts to help us get as close as you possibly can, any way possible, thank you. Also, real quick, we are looking for other ways of support. We're building out an advisory board. Working committees. Same difference. Just different. The original design of Watch Guard was not to be just some corporate organization. It was meant to really be village. It was really meant to be that. Unfortunately, institutions don't understand that, so they like, well, where's your paperwork? Where's this? Where's that? You gotta have this, all this, yeah, you know? But it was meant to be this circle right here. And the truth is, a lot of us don't understand it because we've never been raised in it, so we push them and rebel again, and repel, you know, and be like, I don't know about that, it's too, I don't know. But the truth is that we all we got, honestly. Leadership is needed. The truth is, you're it. And as you all told me I don't have fear, I have to step into that role. Well, we all do. You all have to hold me accountable. One reason, if I may, another role, I forgot. My name has been nominated, I was told I need to say this. So my name has been nominated, it's been sent up to Mayor Brandon Johnson. I am being appointed, if he has to say yes first, but I am being appointed to the new police district council, the vacant police district council. In this district, the second district. Real quick, shout out to my brother, Ant, who's from the 3rd district. He is a district councilor. Shout out to our commissioner, who was you met Danielle earlier. She was another commissioner, so I want to shout her out. You know, hope she doesn't mind me in shouting her out. but our 40th Ward Democratic Committee woman, Maggie O'Keefe. And then we have girls like me. I'm not gonna, for certain reasons, I'm not gonna say this, but we have University of Chicago in the room, in the space. We already know we have Chicago Cred in the space. And we have a few other awards within inside of this space right now. And so I wanna say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm sorry if I was long-winded. Thank you for.
No, you're not.
Thank you so much.
I'm actually gonna come up next year. I'm so proud of you. We don't ask, but you asked.
Oh yeah, because she was like, if you don't ask, I'm asking. Because I had to talk to her. She was like, don't worry, you ain't gotta ask. I'll ask for you.
So I would like us all to just repeat these words. Time. Talent. Treasure. Time. Talent. Treasure. That's what it takes to make anything move that saves our community.
That's right.
And so I'm gonna invite Q and myself and all of us to think differently, because you are not in need of anything. You have everything you need.
That's right.
And I want us to, when we go into Target or wherever we go to buy things, we don't go in there and say Target needs my money. We go in there and say Target is about to give me something in exchange for my money. And so you are deserving. WatchGuard is deserving, not in need, they are deserving of our financial support. Because yes, we know that we need time and talent as well, but tonight we need the treasure. You are deserving of the treasure. And so the treasure is what allows him to be able to go home to Nikki whole and complete without worrying about daycare, paying bills, or any of that. So I just wanted to reframe how we think about giving, because he's providing a service. And in exchange for that service, we give our treasure. So we are not in need, we are deserving, and we are attractive. And so where's the QR code? It should be falling around. I saw 2 people say they gave already, but for the rest of us, we should be giving right now. And how are they giving? Are they just giving? If
You just go to the code and it'll guide you straight. It'll guide you.
So if they can't do it by the online, maybe credit card, what if they only can do it through Zelle or Cash App? Is that an option?
So I can give that. I can definitely give that option. Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, wait. No, we cannot do the Zelle because there is an issue. You have to do the QR code right now. I'm sorry. Yes. Did you say something?
No.
Did anybody have any questions for me before we just yes, ma'am.
I don't have a question, but I have a comment.
Yes, ma'am.
So a fundraising mechanism allows for a monthly contribution as well.
Yes.
And I want to point that out because that $5,000 ask or $500 ask or $1,000 ask.
I didn't say 5,000. Hey, say it again. That was all.
Whatever that ask is, right, doesn't have to